Hello everyone, I am Syed, teacher of Mount Litra Z School. In this video, we will learn about the understanding of quadrilaterals. So in this, the first topic is polygon. So polygon is defined as the simple closed curve made of only line segment is called polygon. The simple closed curve. So here I have taken the example. These all three figures are the closed curve. Simple and close, but in these example, if you are seeing that here this figure is open, here also the figure is open, and here also, so these three are not a polygon. Now come to the topic diagonal. What do you mean by diagonal? Diagonal is the line segment which connect the two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. What do you mean by non-consecutive? Suppose that I take P as a vertex. So S is a consecutive and Q is a consecutive. These are the neighbors of P and P. So S and Q are the neighbors of P. So these are the consecutive vertices. But for diagonal, it is necessary to connect two non-consecutive vertices. The non-consecutive is R. So PR is the diagonal and SQ is the diagonal. Similarly, in this figure, pentagon. Similarly, in this triangle. In triangle, there is, if we use a triangle, then triangle does not contain any diagonal. Remember, the triangle does not have any diagonal. So to find the diagonal of any figure, there is a formula. So number of diagonal can be found by formula n bracket n minus 3 upon 2. Here the n stands for number of sides of polygon. Number of sides of polygon. So by this formula you can calculate the number of diagonals of any regular polygon. Now there are two types of polygon. One is the convex polygon and other one is the concave polygon. What is the difference between them? Both are the closed figure, so that is why these are polygon. But in convex polygon, every interior angle is less than 180 degree. Every interior angle is less than 180 degree. While in this, if any one angle is greater than 180, then it becomes a concave polygon. Any one angle, if any one interior angle is greater than 180 degree, then it becomes a concave polygon. So for example, here if you see in this figure, this angle is greater than 180. In this figure you see this angle is greater than 180. In this figure you are seeing that this angle is greater than 180, and this also. So these are the concave polygons and this is the convex polygon. Now the regular and irregular polygon. Regular polygon, if the all angles and all sides are equal, then it is called the regular polygon. So for regular polygon we need two things equal. One is the angle should be equal, and third one is the sides. Second one is the sides. So if sides and angles are equal of any polygon, then it is called a regular, otherwise it called a irregular. So here I take the example. This is the equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle all sides are equal and each interior angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degree. So that is why this is a regular polygon. Similarly square, each interior angle is 90 degree and each sides are equal, therefore it is also a regular polygon. While these two figures are irregular. This is not a regular polygon as well as this is also. Why? Because in this only one angle 90 degree, these angles are not equal, and here all the angles are equal but the opposite sides are equal. All the sides are not equal in rectangle, therefore this rectangle is a irregular polygon. Now there is a formula for finding the sum of the exterior and interior angles. So sum of the interior angles of any polygon is calculated by n by 2 into 180. These formulas are for the regular polygon. So in this whole chapter we study about the regular polygons only. So regular polygon as well irregular, but these formulas are for the regular polygon. So sum of interior angles is given by n minus 2 into 180. N stands for the side. Sum of the exterior angles, any polygon with any side, its sum of exterior angles will always be 360 degree. Okay, so each interior angle of regular polygon can be calculated, same formula, sum of the interior angle divided by number of sides. So we got the each interior angle, and for each exterior angle we got the 360 divided by number of sides. So we got each interior angle of regular polygon. So these are the formula which you have to use in the exercise during solving the question. So I hope you understood. Thank you.